Hello, New York Yankees fans. We have brand new exclusive videos on the latest news for you. Before we get started, we'd like to invite you to join our channel and give this video a like. It's crucial to get exclusive access to the latest updates. This is honestly a tough subject to tackle. And to be completely real with you, I didn't expect we would even be having this conversation, especially considering how promising his start was. But here we are, and the Yankees find themselves at a real crossroads with one of their players. From my point of view, I still see the positives. I truly believe this guy has massive potential. I genuinely think he could be the type of player that sits around an 800 to 850 OPS over time. He was once ranked as the number 5 prospect in the league back in 2023, and that kind of ranking is no accident. His skills are legitimate. At first, people labeled him mainly as an offensive weapon, but he turned heads with his glove work too, becoming one of the top shortstops defensively if we go by the numbers. So on the field, he's been doing his job, but at the plate, that's where the story changes. His offense hasn't kept up with expectations. Now, this is his 3rd year in the big leagues, and early on this season, man, he came out swinging. 4 home runs right out of the gate and a batting average right around 300. At that point, it was reasonable to think, okay, maybe he settles around 250 or 260 with some pop in the bat, and you're looking at a solid year with an OPS pushing 800. But after that hot start, things just crashed. The numbers now are tough to look at. He's batting 198, 4 home runs, 15 runs batted in, an OPS sitting at 680. And there was a point earlier where that OPS was inflated, thanks to the home runs early on, but now it's dipped hard. Over the last 13 games alone, he's hitting 159. No home runs, 3 RBIs, and an OPS of 474. That's brutal. 7 hits in his last 54 at-bats. It's not trending in a good direction, and it's obvious he's struggling. It feels like deja vu at this point because this is a pattern we've seen before. He'll flash some hot streaks, then disappear into long slumps. So now the big question, what should the Yankees do about it? Look, I'm not here saying trade him. That's not the move right now. What I'm saying is they have to think carefully before jumping to conclusions. I know people love to fire off hot takes immediately, but hear me out before you make up your mind. In my view, the best thing for him, for his career, for his confidence, is a trip down to the minors. Honestly, this should have been considered last season too. During that brutal stretch when he was hitting a $170, it would have made sense to send him down, give him a chance to work through things away from the bright lights. But they didn't. And to be fair, part of that is because he never really had a full minor league season. He only played something like 22 games down there. In 2022, he hit .231 with an OPS of 714. Not exactly a long apprenticeship. Then in spring training of 2023, he did just enough to earn a spot on the opening day roster. But as the regular season unfolded, it was clear the success wasn't sustainable. And here we are now. He's having serious trouble with major league pitching. A short stint in the minors, even just a few weeks, could be exactly what he needs. I'm not saying leave him there for the whole season. No way. Just long enough to help him reset mentally, rebuild some confidence, and the Yankees aren't exactly losing much by trying it. They have other players who can step in and hold down shortstop for a little while. Guys who can hit 198 just as well, if not better, and still give you decent defense. One guy in particular is batting 159 over the last 13 games. It's not like he'd be a huge downgrade offensively. Honestly, a 2-week reset could change everything for him. And we're not talking about punishing the kid. Sending him down isn't a slap in the face. It's a strategy. Why keep throwing him into the fire when it's clearly not working right now? Give him a breather. Let him breathe. Rebuild his swing. Find his rhythm again. 2 weeks. That's all I'm suggesting. I get it. Everyone sees the talent. I do too. I'm a fan of his. I want him to succeed. I believe he has the tools to become one of the best shortstops in the entire league. But if you keep pushing without addressing the problems, it's only going to get worse. Let's look at the bigger picture. His first 2 seasons weren't exactly stellar. In 2023, he batted .209 with 21 homers and an OPS of 666. In 2024, there was a slight improvement to .243, but again, .243. with an OPS of 657 isn't what you want from your everyday shortstop. Yeah, he had some postseason highlights. He hit that huge grand slam in the final series, and believe me, that was a moment. But over a large sample size, the struggles are real. It's not just a slump, it's a pattern. Meanwhile, other players, guys who weren't rated as highly as prospects, are out there producing. Some of them were ranked behind him and now are posting better numbers, consistently helping their teams. That's not a good look when you were supposed to be the next big thing. You'd hope to see some tangible progress by now, but it just hasn't happened. He catches fire for a week, then cools off for a month. It's exhausting to watch because you keep hoping for that breakthrough, and it just doesn't come. And lately it's been even rougher. Lots of strikeouts, weak contact, struggling against fastballs. It's painful to see a player with so much promise battling like this, so why not give him a break, send him down? Let him work on these issues in a lower pressure environment. It's not giving up on him, it's helping him. He's got options left. You can send him down for 2 weeks, reevaluate, and bring him back up stronger. That's how you help a young player grow. That's how you protect your investment, because right now, just sending him out there day after day to struggle at the major league level, that's not helping anybody. Not the team, and certainly not the player. Something's got to give. You can't just keep doing the same thing over and over and expect different results. That's the literal definition of insanity. Hoping he suddenly figures it out without making any changes isn't a strategy. It's wishful thinking. Maybe 2 weeks away is all it takes. Maybe he comes back refreshed and starts to show the player we all believe he can be. Or maybe not, but you have to try something. You owe it to him and to the team to try. The talent is there. We all see it. He's flashed it before. Now it's about putting him in a position where he can unlock it again. And sometimes that means taking a step back to eventually leap forward. Bring him back after a couple of weeks. That's all. I'm not suggesting a year-long demotion, not even a month, just 2 weeks. Give the guy a chance to breathe, to work on his approach, to rebuild some of that confidence that's clearly slipping away. Everyone knows he's talented. You know it, I know it, the Yankees know it. But talent alone doesn't guarantee success at this level, especially when the struggles have become this consistent. And let's be real, even when you look at other players across the league, a lot of the ones who ended up becoming stars had to take a step back at some point. It's part of the journey. Sometimes you dominate at every level until the majors. And when you hit that first wall, you need a reset. It doesn't make you a bust, it makes you human. Let's take a second to really digest his performance these past couple of years. In 2023, again, 209 average, 21 homers, OPS of 666. Not what you want from a cornerstone player. In 2024, a slight bump to 243 average, but an OPS that actually dropped a bit. Less power, fewer walks, and still big trouble against velocity. If you're looking for a breakout, that's not it. That's stagnation. And yeah, he had some bright moments. That grand slam in the playoffs, unforgettable. He delivered when it mattered most in that particular spot. But you can't build a career off one swing, no matter how clutch it was. When you zoom out and look at the whole body of work, it's clear he's fighting an uphill battle at the plate. Meanwhile, you got guys behind him who weren't hyped nearly as much and are outperforming him right now. Players who are showing real measurable growth. Players who honestly have earned a longer look if we're being objective. And if you have those kinds of options available, why not use them? Why force one player into the lineup every day just because of what he was projected to be, instead of what he's actually producing today? Look, I get it. There's emotion involved. You want to see the guy you invested so much hope in to succeed. You want to see him prove all the scouts and analysts, right? But right now he's struggling. And the worst thing you can do is pretend otherwise. Acting like nothing's wrong and just running him out there every day is only going to hurt him more in the long run. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. In a surprising turn of events, Ian Hamilton, a promising pitcher for the New York Yankees, has made a bold statement regarding his future with the team. Hamilton, who had been considered an important part of the Yankees' bullpen, expressed that he no longer wants to share the mound with fellow pitcher Tim Hill. The revelation came after a series of discussions and frustrations that have reportedly built up over time. Hamilton's decision to speak out about his discomfort with Hill has caught the attention of fans, analysts, and teammates alike. While Hamilton did not delve deeply into the specifics of the issues between him and Hill, sources close to the situation suggest that there may be underlying tensions in the bullpen dynamic that are contributing to the pitcher's decision. For a team like the Yankees, known for its storied history and championship aspirations, the bullpen is an area that requires cohesion and trust among all members. Hamilton's outspoken comments have raised questions about the chemistry within the team's relief pitching unit. Hill, known for his veteran presence, has been a fixture in the Yankees' bullpen for some time. His experience, however, does not seem to have been enough to bridge the gap between the two pitchers. In the world of professional sports, especially in a high-stakes environment like Major League Baseball, friction between teammates is not uncommon. However, the public nature of Hamilton's remarks is rare and could signal deeper issues within the clubhouse. Whether this is a passing phase or a sign of something more serious is yet to be seen. The Yankees, with their sights set firmly on postseason contention, will need to address this situation swiftly. Team chemistry is vital for a group with such high expectations, and the last thing they need is a rift in the bullpen that could potentially harm their performance down the stretch. What happens next will likely depend on how both Hamilton and Hill handle the situation in the coming weeks. Whether the two pitchers can reconcile their differences or if the Yankees decide to make a move remains to be seen. For now, Hamilton's declaration serves as a reminder of the challenges that come with balancing individual personalities and egos within a high-pressure environment like Major League Baseball. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.